of day 3 of this operation in the West Bank. Obviously, you can see it's quite intense. Any security concerns of this escalating and getting worse?
Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. It is a very serious and severe situation, reality in the West Bank. By the way, we are in a terror war in the West Bank since March 22. It is intensified and it is much more severe since October 7th. And due to the Israeli achievements in the Gaza Strip and the loss of Hamas capacities there, Iran is very concerned, and Hamas leadership abroad is very concerned, and both are doing their best and utmost efforts in order to strengthen and to fortify the terror infrastructure in the West Bank by smuggling weapons, standard explosives, money, and this is one of the major reasons to the intensification of the terrorism that we find there in the West Bank.
So, before the war, we were really focused. There were operations and things happening in the West Bank, almost weekly before October 7th. Has it increased in the wake of October 7th because of the help they're getting from Iran now? Or is it just more people are springing up and wanting to commit terror acts because of what's happening with the war in Gaza?
First of all, there is no doubt that there is connection between what we see in Gaza, the war in Gaza, and not only the war in Gaza, by the way, the war, the continuing war against Hezbollah in the north and the other Iranian proxies and Iran itself. People who basically identified with the resistance ideas are encouraged by the idea that Iran and Hezbollah live in a sort of a comfort zone from the strategic point of view, and they continue in the attrition war with Israel, and they contribute, these Palestinians in the West Bank, they contribute their shares to the partnership of the resistance here. But we are talking about some hundreds of activists, of terrorists, but it became to be pretty easy to recruit young people because they have the money and they have the weapons, and there is a motivation of these groups, and there is an atmosphere, and they are succeeding in recruiting people. And I assume that this is one of the reasons that the IDF or Israel decided to go to such an intensive operation since the day before yesterday, because we have reached or we crossed a sort of a very dangerous red line.